Mr. Gurnah, just how you've been feeling here, here.
I'm happy.
And how you were seeing the environment of literature, literary people, and the literature. Have you any idea about our literature?
Well, I have a little bit of an idea from what I've read before, but also am learning about it being here, seeing so many Bangladeshi writers as well as international people from other parts of the world. The audiences are so enthusiastic, and so it's good.
Yeah, it was full.
Yes.
The audience. Yeah. So the Nobel Committee has branded you as uncompromising and compassionate penetration of the effects of colonization. They have just observed this. And my question is that, do you think that this kind of branding is good for any writer?
Well, it depends. If they give you the Nobel Prize as well,
yeah,
then it's okay.
Okay. And the next, the Paradise, your novel, which everyone thinks that it was a breakthrough. But before that, you also wrote two novels, so far I can remember. Three, yes. The Memory of Departure, Pilgrim Soils, and Adopte, right? So, and it was in English also. And it was also spreaded over the English world. So what do you think that why the fourth one have been attracted by the critics?
You have to ask them.
But the question is that you have just focused on the African life, particularly the Zanzibar was very much prominent in Paradise. Do you think that?
Do you think what?
I think also. So
I think what? I didn't get the question. What's the question?
The question is that you have just focused on the East African lives.
Yeah,
lives, and also the characters from Zanzibar.
Well, possibly, but actually that's not the first time. Memory of Departure all happens in East Africa as well. And Pilgrim's Way is one of the split books, so it's both the experience of growing up, being there, and also the experience of migrating. So I don't know why the Paradise worked, but I'm glad it did.
So the migration and the displacement is two very prominent phenomena of your fiction, as I see and I read. And I have the books, three books with me,
yes.
Your books, yes, in my bag. And but I have observed that the displacement from an underworld, from an underdeveloped country to an European country, and that transformed yourself too, because you have just migrated from there to a very enlightened country. So what do you think that this European phenomenon just made you more better writer? If you being in Zanzibar and you came to England, so do you think that it helped you to being a writer?
I mean, I can't reverse things. Suppose I hadn't, I did.
Yes. I
left, and the result was that I began to think about the whole process of leaving. Now, of course, if I hadn't left, then that wouldn't have been something I would have known anything about.
Yeah, I understood.
Yeah.
And another point that you just told about the safer countries. You think that these countries like England or maybe any European country may be the more safer place for any Zanzibarian or the Tanzanian people or any people from third world. And is it really safer like that? The Syrian people, they cannot just get any space in European countries. Of course, there is exception like Germany, but all other countries, they are not welcoming. They didn't welcome.
No, but if you're trying to escape a place because your life is at risk, probably what you desire is not just prosperity, but safety. Life. So if your life is at risk, your cities are being bombed, your parents or your children are being mistreated and bullied, and you escape what you're escaping for, is the most important thing. It really probably does not matter such a great deal where you end up. But of course, not everybody is escaping because their lives are at risk. Some people are leaving their countries because they want to improve their lives. They want to have a more prosperous life. And then it may be that the direction or the place they want to end up in is very definite. They want to end up in Germany or the United States or whatever. And these are, human desires.
Yeah, and at the moment you see that the Ukrainians are now, they are displaced from their country.
Well,
they're taking the space in Europe. But not the Asian people like the Syrians or the Africans. Are they getting spaces like the Ukrainians?
No, they're not.
So there is a disparity. Do we agree that?
Yes. Yes, it's apparent.
Yeah. So why this kind of disparity we are having?
Because of race.
Because of race.
Yes.
Yeah. So you think that race is a very important thing?
Well, of course. In this case, these are displaced Europeans. So it means something to the European countries that fellow Europeans are being displaced and they treat them differently. Whereas they think of these others as different from them. So what is lost is to identify people not through human values, but through racial values, racial difference.
So, once you say that you don't like to brand it as an author of post-colonial or world literature, so a writer of any kind you want to be, or you want to just express yourself like these phrases. So, why?
I didn't say that.
You said that. I just read it in an interview. In an interview, you said that you don't.
Yeah, but what you read in an interview doesn't mean I said it.
Yeah. So
don't you know the old saying? Don't believe what's in the newspapers.
Yeah, I know that. But my question is that do you think, why not you just want to be branded only as a name?
I never said that. I'm telling you.
But I have read it from an interview.
Well, you can read it wherever you like, but I'm telling you, I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.